We've all heard them before, the list of best budget bourbons. Only one problem with those lists. They often include names like Eagle Rare, Henry McKenna 10, and Early Times Bottled in Bond. And for most of us, finding those bottles in the wild would actually be pretty wild. So, here are 3 bottom shelf beauties you can actually find. Starting with the bourbon that cemented my love for whiskey oh so many years ago, Old Forester 86. This brown beauty can be found on most shelves for right around $20. But if we've learned anything about whiskey, we know numbers don't mean a thing. Not the price, nor the proof, because while those numbers are on the low end here, the flavors are through the roof. I'm talking about moist banana bread with a caramel drizzle, with a side of fresh cherries and chocolate milk to wash it all down. And at just 86 proof, it's nuanced beyond its numbers, and at just $20, it needs to be on your bar top, whether to sip neat or mix into a cocktail. This is a bourbon that never lets you down. And speaking of Old Faithfuls, next on the list of bottom shelf beauties is Wild Turkey 101. A higher proof version of their standard Wild Turkey offering, this one goes into the barrel at a lower proof, so when it reaches maturation, only a touch of water is needed to proof it down to 101, leaving your sipper less diluted and more flavor-filled. And oh, how flavorful it is. As a bourbon in the $20 range, it sure packs a tasty punch to the palate. Think spice rack to the mouth, cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg, with a bit of burnt sugar and toasted hazelnut. Now, to be honest, while it's a definite bottom shelf beauty, it's not for beginners. The proof comes through, which makes it a great budget buy for bourbon lovers, but also makes for a great mixer for those who want to tame that turkey. And last, but certainly not least, straight out of heaven comes Evan. That's right, from Heaven Hill Distillery, we're talking about Evan Williams Bottled in Bond. Yes, the one with the white label. And at $15 for a Bottled in Bond whiskey, need I say more? No, but I will. But one more time, I must remind you, $15. So with that in mind, take a sip and transport your palate back to that bowl of nuts your grandparents would put out for company. A bit salty, a bit buttery, you're going back for more, where you'll find notes of cinnamon and a touch of sap straight from the tree. It'll leave a long, spicy finish in your mouth. It'll leave you saying, is this the best bourbon I've tasted for $15? And it'll leave you wanting to always leave space on your bar for this bottom shelf beauty. And I'll leave you with that. Cheers.